You know we've entered the upside down when HBO casts a charismatic heartthrob as the human embodiment of a damp basement. Paapa Essiedu as Snape? Sure, if Snape drank oat milk, journaled his trauma, and looked great doing it. Welcome to Quackdown! HBO, the network that once gave us Game of Thrones and then, tragically, Game of Thrones Season 8, has once again decided to make magic by rebooting a beloved franchise. Only this time, the wand is loaded with diversity, gaslight, and a touch of chaos. Enter Paapa Essiedu as Severus Snape. Yes, you heard that right. That Paapa, that Snape. No, it's not a prank. And yes, this is the same HBO that promised a faithful retelling of the Harry Potter series, while simultaneously reshuffling the Hogwarts faculty like they're casting a surrealist off-Broadway play called Wizarding World: The Avant-Garde Years. Let's start with the obvious. Paapa is a talented actor. He's magnetic, he's intense. He was riveting in I May Destroy You. But when it comes to casting him as Snape, a character famously described as a greasy-haired, hook-nosed, perpetually bitter bat of a man who looked like he was raised on resentment and expired tea, well, let's just say we've veered straight into character cosplay fever dream territory. It's like deciding to remake Die Hard and casting Timothée Chalamet as John McClane. Sure, he can act, but are we watching the same movie here? Would Snape really scowl his way through Potion's class looking like he just stepped off a GQ photo shoot? This isn't about race, it's about vibes. And Snape's vibe is that of a man who smells faintly of mildew and has never once smiled without it hurting his face. Paapa, on the other hand, carries a screen presence that says complex leading man, not haunted by Lily Evans until death. If we're doing a faithful adaptation, maybe, just maybe, let's try casting someone who actually embodies the haunted, sour, emotionally constipated ghost of teenage angst that is Severus Snape. While social media is busy patting itself on the back for being so forward-thinking and fresh, fans are scratching their heads and wondering how we've gone from the tortured gothic intensity of Alan Rickman's Snape to what feels like an edgy casting experiment being live-streamed from a Soho theater workshop. And don't you dare say, well, Rickman didn't look exactly like book Snape either, because at least the man radiated emotional damage and a strong dislike for children. The man was Snape in his bones. This isn't about representation. That argument has been used like duct tape to fix every wonky adaptation decision lately. Representation is essential, but not when it turns into a lazy excuse to hurl darts at a character dartboard and hope the headline reads bold, daring, reimagined, rather than what it actually is, a misfire. And the comparisons to Halle Bailey and Zendaya? Cute. But let's not pretend that every character needs to be reskinned like it's the Sims 4 Diversity Expansion Pack just to score Twitter points. Snape is a character so deeply rooted in bitterness and trauma that if you distilled his soul, it'd come out as black eyeliner, secondhand regret, and the faint scent of unwashed robes. His entire personality is built on the foundation of a teenage heartbreak that he never emotionally upgraded from, and you're telling me you're giving him swagger and charisma now? No, Snape is not smooth. Snape is not cool under pressure. Snape is the guy who teaches high school just to passive-aggressively bully the children of people who were mean to him 20 years ago. He is vengeance in a turtleneck. He is the physical embodiment of I'm fine when absolutely nothing is fine. You don't reimagine that. You let it fester.
Turn to page 394.
No one is mad that Paapa was cast. It just doesn't make sense. It feels performative, disconnected, and about as faithful as a movie studio that says they want to quiet the noise, then greenlight Snow White. In the end, the real tragedy here isn't the casting, it's that HBO had a chance to do something extraordinary, to really give fans the deep, meaningful reboot the story deserves, and instead, they've gone for flashy headlines over narrative coherence. So congrats, HBO. You've taken one of the most complex, iconic characters in modern fiction and made him a trending topic instead of a compelling presence. Hope the likes were worth it. And for the rest of us, I suggest a calming cup of tea and a reread of The Half-Blood Prince. You know, the version where Snape actually makes sense. See you on the next Quackdown.